Hey, today I'm going to help you to get out of analysis paralysis and into creating a profitable, low ticket mini offering for your online business. Today's episode is going to be super fun. I'm actually going to create a product so you can see in live time me creating a product, and you can also follow along with me with these simple steps. So when I started online business 15 years ago, and I had a $27 ebook, and that $27 ebook ended up being a huge profit driver. And it got me to my first six figures by my second year of online business. Now, things are a little bit different today, but all that said, the power of low ticket offers, I just can't say enough about them. And you're going to learn how to create a little mini offer. The benefits are manifold, but before we get into the benefits of creating a low ticket offer, the transformation that I'm hoping to transmit to you today with this video is to step out of that overthinking thing that you do. I know that you're here because you're exceptional. And I know that you're here because you have lots of gifts and talents to share with the world. But I also know that if you happen to land on this video, one of the things holding you back is you're perhaps overthinking things. You're trying to get it right. You're trying to be perfect. And the beauty of a low ticket offer, the way that I'm going to show it to you today, is to show you how easy this whole thing can be, to show you how you really need to start taking action, mediocre action, in order to see what works and what doesn't. We actually can use low ticket offers for kind of a testing ground before we lock ourselves away doing a 1 year kind of trying to figure out a product for a year or trying to do some big, huge, giant business model. We can actually start using low ticket products to get some clarity for ourselves. Let's jump into what exactly is a low ticket or mini offering and what it isn't. So what a low ticket offering is in my world, this is low ticket offer theory according to Brenda. Low ticket offers are a way to get customers into your door so that they understand what it is you do. It's a way to get a sample of your products and services and hopefully and probably win over a customer so that they'll actually opt into some of your other private, maybe coaching packages, maybe some premium packages, maybe your retreats, maybe whatever it is you want to do down the line, or anything you have offering now, any kind of mid or higher ticket offer that you have now. I want to just really nail that in here because I'm getting a little bit frustrated, just a little bit on the kind of fast fashion kind of quality of digital products in general. And people touting the use of AI to create products, and people, online business teachers who shall remain nameless, saying that you can pop a couple prompts into ChatGPT and be rolling in the dough with a low ticket product that'll make a product for you and all this nonsense. I just can't stand that. I think this is an art. This is our life's work. And this is our time to actually make something really powerful and really transformative for the world. So that's kind of my MO on creating all of my products. And that's how I recommend you create all your products too. So let's get into the step-by-step of basically how do we do this? Step one is to brainstorm the concept of your offering. That means we're going to have a lot of space to create our products. I like to take lots of space every day to basically let my mind just breathe. And in that spaciousness is where the best ideas come from. So we need to take some time to drop in a seed. I'm going to give you a quick, just how it works for me. I drop in a seed in my mind. It'll go like this. I would like to create a product that will be very helpful for today's episode. I dropped in a seed that says, I would like to create a product that will be very helpful for the viewer and the customer to create their own low ticket products. And then I set it aside and I leave it alone. Okay. And then the ideas start to germinate and take form. So this requires basically the simple and not so easy aspect of being a business owner is it requires ingenuity. And that ingenuity, it's actually a muscle that we must build. And we build that muscle through the daily discipline of sitting down to write our ideas out. And I know if you've been on this channel for any length of time, you're sick of hearing me talk about it, but the daily morning pages which we covered in this episode. Your daily writing practice, writing out your ideas, getting clear in your mind, writing every single day, at least 500 words every single day, stocking the shelves of your proverbial store is very important. That way, when you want to create a product, all you need to do now is let your mind breathe, go out for a quick walk, consult with your notes, look over what you've written the past month or 2 or 3, and then consolidate, put something together. Okay, so that's step 1. After you've taken a look at your notebooks and you're sitting down in earnest to say, what is going to be in this kind of offering, we must consider first, really important, I'm going to put a big, huge, beautiful image on the screen. It must be solving a problem and offering a transformation that people really want. I understand that it feels like, well, how do I know what people want to solve? Now, this is why it's a huge benefit to start an online business if you already have a customer base, if you're already doing a brick and mortar, if you're, for instance, a yoga teacher, physical therapist, financier, accountant, doctor, lawyer, people who have been in the trades or some kind of profession. It's so easy to think back to what your customers are challenged with. Me as a personal trainer and a nutritionist, when I started YouTube, I knew exactly what women were struggling with. I knew they needed meal preps. I knew they needed help cooking healthy food that didn't taste like boiled chicken and rice. So what is it that your customers or perhaps your friends who consult with you about your field of expertise, what are they asking you about? What is the problem that they're facing? That's something that's your job to know. There's an aspect of this that's clairsentient. Clairsentience is the art of tuning into the feeling tone and the essence of the person that you're considering. It's the ability to feel into another human being, their energy, their essence, their energetic field and all of that. Not to get too woo with it, but there is a woo aspect to this. Going on to the next step, what's going to be in your offer? What kind of parts are going to be in there? Are you going to include maybe an audio training, maybe a video training? So there's not one right or wrong way to put together a low ticket offer. But what I'll say is this. You don't want it to be a month-long mini offer. You want it to just be something kind of snack sized that also still is high quality. So what I recommend is you go through some stuff that you already have lying around. And I'm going to show you my offer right now. So this is kind of meta, but in this video, I'm going to put together a low ticket offer template, a low ticket offer suite, so to speak. I thought it would be really cool for us to together put together a product so you can see what I mean. So here we are in my garage with my Lamborghinis, and I'm going to show you my low ticket offer, and we're going to actually kind of work together on your low ticket offer as we do so. Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is the workbook that I've included in my low ticket offer. This workbook is so rad. This was actually part of my most recent immersion where students paid over $1,000 to take an immersion with me. It was almost $2,000. And so they actually got access to this. This was an exclusive pre-access workbook talking all about how to create a low ticket offer. And I know this is getting kind of meta, but stick with me, okay? So this workbook is a step-by-step guidebook helping the user to create a low ticket product. It's taking all my frameworks from 15 years. It seems like I'm trying to sell it. I'm not trying to sell it. I'm just going over what I've included here in this workbook. As part of this low ticket offer, like I was saying before, I want the sample to be really good. Now, why would I include something that some people paid, thousands of dollars as part of a program for? Because once again, I want it to be a really exceptional experience. And because I know it's going to deliver a transformation that makes sense with this offering. Okay. So it gives me a thrill to give something really good in my low ticket offers that people just aren't expecting. And why I'm mentioning this is because I know you have something exceptional in you that you can absolutely pop into a course or a program now, that you don't need to spend 5 months holding off before you start making money in your business and building up a really good customer base. You can start making money now in your business. with something you probably already have on your desktop. Or if we take it back here, let's say you don't yet have something made on your desktop, but let's say, for instance, you're a financier or psychologist or therapist, maybe, that you want to create some kind of a resource. I know that you already have a framework. If you've been doing this for a long time, you have a framework, right? You have a thing that you do with all of your clients. You have a thing you do with all of your patients. You have a thing you do with everybody that you teach how to handle their money or whatever it is. So with that framework, we can go ahead and pop into Canva. And so let's pop into Canva. There's nuance here, and the nuance is if you take your premium information and you use that to create a guide, a resource, a checklist, now it's a good PDF. Now, a lot of people are resistant to the idea of PDFs as being a valid source of income, a valid thing to include in your products or services. I actually think it matters a whole lot more what transformation is being offered than it does, what actual bits and pieces are in the offering. Is it helpful? Yes. If it's helpful, put it in there. The next thing that I included in this low ticket offer that you're seeing is a landing page template. So this template is actually going to help anybody who uses it to just basically pop in a headline, pop in a video, fill in the blanks step by step so that they don't get lost in how do you create a landing page. This is actually a really nice time saver, and it's going to help whoever gets it to learn the art of a landing page. Now, to translate this for your business, what kind of templates could you provide to your customers? Is there anything that you could put together that would make sense for your customers? So think about in your business, is there something that you are constantly doing over and over again, or that your customer is constantly doing over and over again? A nutrition template, or a fat loss template, or a workout template, or whatever, something that you could put together that maybe you already have that will help shave off time and simplify their life. That's another great thing to put into a low ticket offer. Another thing I've created for this low ticket offer is an Asana template. So this Asana template is everything that I do every time I create a low ticket offer. And once again, I love leaning into templates, and I think they're very helpful in shaving off time. This is something I already had laying around. Okay. This is something I already had laying around. And if we lean into something you already have laying around that's actually really valuable, for instance, if you're a physical therapist and you have a cheat sheet that you do with all of your clients and customers that have foot and ankle stuff, there's usually a set of things that physical therapists do with people who have foot and ankle stuff. Maybe there's a template that you can put together, a checklist or a template that can help your people in a fast amount of time and also give them a sample of your work. And then the last thing that I like to put into all of my offers is some form of video training. I think it's really helpful for the customer to get some kind of video training. And I like to do that in something called StreamYard. So StreamYard, not sponsored. StreamYard is where you can record yourself and your screen at the same time. You've been seeing it in action in this video. This is me talking into StreamYard. The recording option gives you lots of different ways to share your screen, share different PDFs, share different presentations while giving you variation on the way that you look. So for instance, we have the ability to make ourselves, big. We can also make ourselves kind of small. We can add things to the stage. We can take things off the stage. We can make ourselves half the screen. I really like the dynamism of StreamYard. So if you were going to be doing a video training as part of your low ticket offer, I recommend that you keep your video trainings relatively short and to the point. And I also recommend that you keep your entire offering as something that people can complete in maybe like an hour, maybe like a weekend. Keep in mind that the longer that it takes to get them through the training, the longer it takes them to opt into whatever the next level of your offer suite is. So if you are thinking about, let's say you're a personal trainer or a nutritionist and you have a $27 ebook. If in that book you mention that you have a more comprehensive coaching program, or that you have a retreat coming up, or that you have a live event, personal training gym, put the location in there, whatever the next step is that you would like that person to take, that's what you're going to put in the low ticket offer. Why we do this is because we're actually here to help people. We can take this whole thing with a really truly sincere heart instead of giving some watered down, mediocre, low ticket offer and saying, buy my next thing. We want to always make sure that we're actually in earnest, sincerely creating things that are really, really helpful in our low ticket offers so that no matter if they go to the next level or not, they're going to have a lot of value in what you offer. Another thing that we want to keep in mind is if we're sincerely wanting to help people and not just sell to people, if we're actually seeing our customers as human beings, then we actually want to help them. And we can't really help them if we're not generating profits, and if we don't have the next step for them to go to. We can't give all of our solutions in a $27 product. I mean, you certainly could. There's nothing wrong with it. It would just be a really hard business model. And we're here to actually create solutions for people. So in your low ticket offer, the next step is always recommended. Put the next step in there. You might want to create a final video that says next steps, or you might want to create a kind of auto sequence, an automation that creates a follow-up. You might want to create an email template that says, hey, I hope you loved the XYZ mini training, the XYZ masterclass. Here's your next step. Okay. So let's move on to step 4. So where are we going to sell it? I like to sell all of my products and services are on Circle. Circle.so. This is going to sound like a commercial. It's really not a commercial. I actually just love Circle.so. It's the only affiliate code I have because it's the only product that I truly, truly, truly think is worth, trying out. So that's my recommendation now. Do you have to use Circle.so? No, you don't. You can sell your courses and programs and your low ticket offers on any platform you'd like. You can sell them even in a Google Doc if you'd like. Let me go ahead and take you into the final most important step. So the final most important step is how do you sell? How do you sell a low ticket offer? You don't have to actually sell a low ticket offer if it's solving a problem that people want to solve. And this is why it's really important to get intimately familiar with what problems your customers have to solve. And then you won't have to sell it. You won't have to convince people. You won't have to be clever about your offer. You can just drop it in one of your YouTube videos and say, by the way, if you'd like the XYZ, go to mywebsite.com. For the last 15 years, that's kind of been my MO. For the first couple of years of my business, I'd say at the end of my videos, by the way, I have an ebook. If you'd like to download my fat loss program, which was my ebook, go to leansecrets.com. And people go to the website. It was $27 and they'd get it. I didn't have to sell anything. I would just mention it in my video. So you create a product that solves a problem that people want to solve, and then hallelujah, they want to buy it. And that's kind of the name of the game. Why this is so fun and why this is such a great kind of practice, the low ticket offer, is because as you do these, it's not a high risk thing. It's not like you're spending tons of money. It's not like you're spending tons of money to do this. It doesn't take a huge investment. It takes your time and your attention, maybe a couple hours on the weekend, and then you get to put it out there and see what happens. Now, here's the good news. If nobody buys it, who cares? I know you might feel like heartbroken, but there's no skin in this game really when you're just putting some feelers out there, creating a couple low ticket offers and seeing what works. If nothing's selling at all, then you get to go back to the drawing board and redo your whole thing. You get to rethink the solution that you're offering. If it starts selling, then cool. It's like a proof of concept. It's a validation. So now that my low ticket offer is pretty much done, you just saw it. All I did was go on my laptop, grab what I already have on hand and pop it into this little low ticket offer, which by the way, you can purchase at brendaturner.com/LT for low ticket. And that way you can actually see it, like see what this turned out to be. And you can also get all the things that you saw me talk about in this video. That's going to be the Asana template, video training, landing pages. It's going to be awesome. brendaturner.com/LT. It's It's just a little something to start your day. So now let's translate this for your low ticket offer. I want to just reemphasize, this is stuff that you probably already have in your possession. It's stuff that you've already got. It's the checklist. It's the PDFs. It's perhaps the video trainings or Zoom sessions you've already done with people. You could take some Zoom sessions and repurpose them. Now, if you don't already have stuff on hand, you can create stuff in Canva. You can create stuff in StreamYard. You can create stuff in OBS. All of these things that you can actually put together in a relatively quick amount of time. The key here is the transformation you're offering. It doesn't have to be hard. It can be something that you just put together in a short amount of time. The key here, one last time, is to create something that actually solves a problem that people want to solve. If you want to get into creating space in your day and getting your morning pages set up and having a daily writing practice so that you actually have a foundation of an online business, you're definitely going to want to check out the 6-figure writing practice that I shared right here in this video. Go ahead and check that out, and I'll see you in the next episode.